You don't rise to the level of your goals. In fact, you fall to the level of your routines. Most people aren't stuck because they lack drive, because they lack motivation, because they lack ideas. They're actually stuck because their routine is dragging them down. Welcome to Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life. This is a podcast for people who are done with just average lives and are now ready to level up and fulfill their true potential. I'm Sanj and I'm your mindset and habit coach, and each week I'm here to try and help you crush that self-sabotage, to rewire your limiting habits and beliefs, and to rebuild your identity from the ground up. This is where high standards become real life. So when you're not stuck because you lack drive, you're stuck because your routine is holding you back. You wake up with good intentions, but how many times do you notice that your day is getting hijacked? Your day is getting taken over. And by the end of the day, you're feeling behind, you're feeling frustrated, and you're just wondering, why can't I just stay consistent? I know this feeling. I've lived this feeling. And sometimes I still live this feeling. But remember, it's not your fault. Don't blame other people, but you weren't taught how to build a routine that supports your identity, your energy, your mission until now. So today I'm going to walk you through a framework, 4 tactical shifts that will help you rebuild your daily routine so it actually works for you, not against you. This is no toxic hustle, no 5 a.m. club guilt. This is just a powerful structure for powerful people. I've used it. It works. I found it makes my day so much better when I can get it done. I'm not saying it happens every day, but most days when it does, it's unbelievable. But let's be honest. You already know that your daily routine is not what it could be. You already know that your daily routine could be tighter, it could be more efficient, it could be more powerful and impactful. And you start with good intentions, but then distractions hit. Maybe your energy drops, and by the time you've hit lunch, your motivation is just rock bottom. It's in the gutter. And the reason for this, the root cause, is not because you're doing anything wrong. Yeah, you just haven't built a routine that is ready to sustain your future. What the routine you've got is built to repeat your past. Think about that. How many times do you create a routine based on what you want in life? Or do you create your routine based on what you have? If you want to lose weight or you want to exercise, you have to build a routine around that, not about what you have done previously. If you never used to exercise, using that routine is not going to make you all of a sudden start going to the gym. It's not going to motivate you. It's not going to make it easy for you. Just think about it. Most of us, we operate on just a reactive loop. You wake up at the last minute possible. Probably the first thing you do is you check your phone, see who's messaged you overnight. Yeah, check your Facebook, your Instagram, your WhatsApps, all this. Then you spend the day chasing fires. You spend the day following, answering emails, answering messages. And all of this is reactive. You're not actually taking proactive steps. You're just putting out those fires. And you're consuming too much. You're overwhelming yourself. You're doing too many things at once. You're trying to multitask. You're trying to answer emails while working and while trying to decide what you're going to have for dinner. You're trying to maybe be on social media and talk to someone else. And you're just doing all this stuff. And while you're doing all that, you're avoiding the hard thing. You're avoiding that big thing that you need to do. And then you start to feel guilty. Oh, you know what? I really should go to the gym, but I'm just too tired. And then you don't go to the gym and you just feel bad, feel guilty about it. Finally, you follow it up by numbing yourself. You'll just sit on the sofa. You'll just binge in TV. You may have a couple of drinks to take the edge off the day. And then you go to bed. And what do? You repeat it again. It's not laziness. It's just unconscious repetition. And the traditional advice is to get up at 5 a.m. Block every hour of your calendar, meditate, journal, cold plunge, deep work, gratitude, all before 7 a.m. But I've tried it, and some of that stuff I'd like to do, some of the morning routine I like to do, but I can't wake up at 5 a.m. every day. I tried it. I did it for a long time, but at the moment it's not working for me. But instead, what I do is I do what works for me. It's not sustainable for most people who are building a business or building their lives, who are leading or raising a family. If your kid comes into your bed and you don't get, say, 2 hours of sleep because they're tossing and turning, there's no way you're going to be able to get up at 5 a.m. That's the issue I'm having at the moment. My son comes into a bed, he wakes me up, he tosses, turns, and it's me constantly waking up throughout the night. So I have to adjust my routine for that. You don't need more in your routine. You just need a better foundation. And that's what I'm here to help you with today. So the framework I'm going to share with you is to rebuild your routine from the ground up. And it's the RAISE framework. Reflect, align, install, and stabilize. So the step one is to reflect. Stop operating on autopilot. Before you fix anything in your life, whether it's your mindset, your negative self-talk, your bad habits, you need to become aware of it. Self-awareness is the key, because if you're not aware of something, you cannot change it. So you need to start thinking to yourself, what is the real cost of your routine? What results is it producing in your life? Or is it not producing anything? Is it just sabotaging your life? And is this routine designed by the person you are or you want to be? Or is this the routine that's made by the person I used to be? And be brutally honest about this step. You have to be ready to actually face those half-truths. Track your current routine for a week. Write down where your time goes. Don't judge it, study it. Analyze it, evaluate it, because you can't upgrade a system that you don't understand. Take your time and actually look at it. Where are you spending your time? What are you doing? And actually, is this routine for the person you want to be or the person you used to be? That's step one. The next step is actually to align. Start with identity, not productivity. And this is where most people mess up. You're chasing routines that work for someone else on Instagram, on your personal development books, on just podcasts. You're listening to someone else's routine and you're trying to apply it to you. What you should be doing is actually building one that supports who you're becoming, who you want to be. If someone wants to wake up at 5 a.m., go for an ice plunge, meditate, journal, read, eat a healthy breakfast, and do whatever they want to do before 7, before the kids wake up, that's fine if that works for them. But is that what you want to do with your life? Is that the person you want to be? You may want to wake up at 5 a.m., but you may just want to actually spend some you time just reflecting. You may just want to meditate. You may just want to just have a coffee or a tea or something, just sitting there relaxing. You may just want that time for yourself. So you need to ask yourself, what does the highest version of yourself do daily? How do they start their day? How do they end it? Forget these short-term hacks. Build rituals, build routines that match your mission. If you're trying to lead, to build or raise others, you need a routine that fuels your mission, not drains it. You need to make sure you're energized, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. This is all about intentional alignment, not copying this hustle culture that everyone has around you. Step 3 is install. Lock in one keystone habit per phase. You don't need 10 new habits tomorrow. You need one keystone habit for each part of your day. One for the morning, one for midday, and one for evening. Maybe like for the morning, phone free for the first 30 minutes. Maybe 50 push-ups to get your blood pumping, maybe some positive thoughts to start your day off. For midday, tactical break to reset focus, 5-minute meditation, going out for a walk in nature, doing something just outside, getting some sunlight. And in the evening, find a shutdown routine to disconnect. Maybe just reading before bed, turning your phone off an hour before bed. These are not just tasks, they're identity triggers. They remind your mind and your body, this is who I am now. And start small. Lock in that consistency. And then once you've locked in that consistency, you can stack it later. The fourth thing is to stabilize. And this is a bounce back plan. Forget this all or nothing mindset that you may have right now. It doesn't help you. It doesn't get you anywhere, because when you don't do these things, you're then going to be like, you know what, I'll start on Monday. Monday's going to be like, actually, you know what, it's near the end of the month. I'll just start fresh next month. Yeah, so realize you will have off days. Life will hit. You will slip. You will miss a day. But the difference between high performers and other people is that high performers bounce back faster. So build a plan for how you can reset quickly. So like a minimum viable routine that you could do anywhere. It could just be like, okay, rather than a 10-minute meditation, I'm going to do a 2-minute meditation. Maybe a morning reset checklist after a chaotic night. Okay, fine. I had a wild night, so now I need to do X, Y, and Z. And then a phrase you can use to recenter. So this one, I try and use a phrase, I don't miss twice. Because I know that if I miss something 2 days in a row, that's when I'm telling my brain this isn't important. So by doing this, you're actually creating resilience in your system. You're not just creating a structure. You're helping yourself bounce back on those days where life hits hard and you don't get to do what you want to. So what's part of your current routine? What's one part of that current routine that is no longer serving the person you're becoming or the person you want to be? Think about it and write that down, and then implement the RAIS framework. So track your current routine, align with your identity, pick one keystone habit and stick to it, and build your bounce back plan. Share your keystone habit with me on Instagram at just.live.coaching. Yeah, and let me help hold you accountable to actually taking the action that you need to take. This challenge for 1 week, see what difference it makes, and let me know before and after. You don't need motivation, you need momentum. So let's build it together. Let's actually challenge each other, support each other, and be there and hold each other accountable. If you got something from this episode, please share it, like it, save it, subscribe, and make sure you don't miss another episode. If you know someone who would benefit from hearing this, please share it with them. My mission is to put as much positivity and as much help out there as I can. So if you like it, please do me a favor and rate and review this podcast. Also, if you're a guy and you want to find a group of like-minded men who want to hold you accountable, support you, and challenge you at the same time, drop me a DM on Instagram at just.live.coaching, and I'll send you the link to my Facebook community, The Motivated Man. Thank you for listening. I hope you got something out of this. And remember, your daily routine is either building your future or reinforcing your past. You need to start to master your mindset, because when you start to master your mindset, you start to master your life. Thank you.